My name is Benson Boone. I'm 18 years old and from Monroe, Washington. That doesn't seem right at all. But, it doesn't quite feel real to me. Benson Boone had a chance to shine on American Idol at one point. But he suddenly dropped out right before the important broadcast round. No one knew the real reason. No one could figure out why such a talented contestant would pass up a chance that could change her life. Then he showed up in a short video somewhere else. Within a few months, Benson not only came back, but also ruled the Billboard charts, performed at Coachella, and became famous all over the world. What did really happen? This is Benson Boone's interesting journey, which we will talk about in more depth in this video. On June 25, 2002, Benson James Boone was born in Monroe, Washington, a small town with less than 20,000 people. There are 5 children in his family, himself, 4 sisters, and 1 brother. Nate and Carrie Boone were both married and worked in neighborhood businesses. Neither of them was an artist professionally. During his youth years, Boone loved sports, especially swimming and diving. The diving team at Monroe High School had a great member, and they won many medals at the state level. At that point, music wasn't really seen as a career path. Last-minute changes happened in his life when a close friend couldn't go to the school talent show during his final year. He asked Boone to sing instead, and that was the first time he stood on stage with a piano. People got into fights over whose songs were better. That unexpected performance left a big mark, got a lot of applause, and showed him a potential he hadn't even thought of. From then on, he used YouTube to teach himself music, recorded easy cover songs on his phone, and posted them on social media. Boone went to Brigham Young University in Idaho and majored in graphic design after finishing from high school in 2020. Still, after only 1 semester, he chose to put off studying and focus on what he loved most, music. He started putting music videos on TikTok around this time. Boone quickly gained over 1 million fans in just a few months thanks to her bright appearance, strong voice, and friendly style. This quick growth on social media gave him his first chance to work as a professional entertainer. Boone tried out for season 19 of American Idol in 2021 and easily made it through the opening round. The judges thought he was a good choice, and Katy Perry said he was a star born to do this. Boone made it to the Hollywood round and earned a spot in the top 24. This is the stage where contestants' performances start to air on TV. Then something that no one saw coming happened. Right before the recorded episodes were shown, Boone quit the race on his own. There was no public statement from the organizers, and TV didn't say why it was happening. That strange silence made people curious, and a lot of ideas started to flow. Some people thought he was under a lot of mental stress. Others said there were fights going on behind the scenes. Boone went on to explain in a personal chat at the end of 2021. He said that he was thankful for his time on American Idol but knew it wasn't the right road for him. Boone said he wanted to be in charge of his own ideas and progress in his work without being limited by the rules and requirements of a reality TV show. I felt like I needed a more open road where music is made from real feelings instead of for a competition. He said it wasn't easy to make the choice, but for Boone, it was important to protect his personality and artistic vision. Young people were really moved by Boone's story about missing a rare chance to be on a popular show to follow his inner voice. People who also want to find their identity in a world with lots of options. A lot of people still wish they could have seen Benson Boone shine on American Idol, but he had already started planning a different plan, a one-of-a-kind solo trip. A song that led to a big breakthrough. Benson Boone didn't appear on any TV shows for a while after leaving American Idol. He went back to social media instead, which is where his name had first become known to young people. TikTok was the most important tool he used to build a strong fan base. Instead of following the normal steps for going viral, Boone and his manager Jeff Burns did something different. They uploaded several videos at the same time, each with a different part of the song and honest talks about life, religion, and music. Around the middle of 2021, Boone got a lot of attention for a set of videos that showed an unreleased song called Ghost Town. The simple videos that he shot in his room with natural light went viral very quickly. As interest grew, a key turning point happened. Boone got a record deal with Night Street Records, which is owned by Imagine Dragons lead singer Dan Reynolds and works with Warner Records. This was the moment he moved from being an artist on social media to working in a real professional music setting. Ghost Town became available to stream around the world on October 15, 2021. The song went straight to the top of the charts in 16 countries, such as Norway, Australia, and Ireland. Even though Ghost Town didn't make it to the top 10 on Billboard in the US, it still got attention from music reviewers and the news media. After its first big hit, Boone was asked to appear on popular TV shows like Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and The Kelly Clarkson Show. These appearances made his place in the mainstream music business even stronger. Boone decided to keep a polished image and focus on product quality, while many young artists try to build an image of being rebellious or get attention by getting into trouble. In April 2022, he put out his second song, In the Stars. This song didn't do very well in the US, but it was a huge hit in Europe and Asia, especially in Germany and the Philippines. Notably, Boone became known as one of the most promising new artists in the emotional pop genre, which set him apart from the popular EDM or hip-hop scenes. From 2021 to 2022, Benson Boone's rise to fame wasn't based on an astrological chart. The most important thing was that he showed he could live and grow without a game show or any other media tricks. His singing, his determination, and the way he talked to people directly helped him define himself. After that, a strong base was created. He built a base that would let him start a real breakout phase in 2024. The touch that hit the top of Billboard. Beautiful Things, Benson Boone's first single, came out on January 18, 2024. It was the song that made his career go viral around the world. The song quickly rose to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, which was the best point in his career at the time. It had been in the top 10 for less than a week. Beautiful Things was the number 1 song in more than 19 countries besides the US. These countries included the UK, Australia, Canada, Ireland, Norway, and New Zealand. Beautiful Things was a big hit that didn't go away quickly. A lot of people liked the song because it was a very emotional pop ballad with simple orchestration, a structure that builds through emotion, and a precise ending. Its words talked about how thankful you are and how scared you are of losing important things. A common theme that not many young artists were able to express well. Being able to balance real feeling with skilled musical technique helped Beautiful Things break out of the TikTok mold and become well known in the world of music. The Beautiful Things music video got 100 million views on YouTube in just 6 weeks after it came out. That number had gone over 597 million by the end of the first quarter of 2025. The video was made in a cinematic style with neutral tones and was taken in different Californian natural areas. Aaron Moreno, who directed the music video, had worked with Billy Eilish and Phineas before. He helped make the video fit with the song's mood of reflection. Beautiful Things got a lot of attention on social media, and it was also played a lot on radio, TV, and at big music festivals. Boone was invited to perform at many foreign events. The most notable was the 2025 Grammy Awards, where she was both a performer and a nominee for Best New Artist. The US media still thought he was the most emotionally moving performer of the night, even though he didn't win. After the single did well, Boone's first studio record, Fireworks and Rollerblades, came out right away in April 2024. There were 12 songs on the record, and some of the best ones were Slow It Down, Pretty Slowly, Cry, and the lead single, Beautiful Things. Rolling Stone, Pitchfork, and Billboard, all well-known music magazines, gave the project good ratings. Critics said it was very personal and easy to understand, and that it helped Boone move beyond the shadow of being a social media star to become a real artist. Notably, Boone didn't rush to share more music after the album came out. Instead, he focused on getting ready for a world tour. Other songs from the record, like Slow It Down, stayed at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100, while Pretty Slowly rose to number 86. This showed that Beautiful Things had a lasting effect, keeping people interested all the way through 2024. In addition to his musical accomplishments, Boone was often honored at foreign award ceremonies. He won the award for Best Alternative Video at the 2024 MTV Video Music Awards. Boone won the International Revelation and Song Awards at the NRJ Music Awards in Europe. At the Lost 40 Music Awards, she was named Best New Act and Best Song. These are awards that are usually given to the best pop acts, which shows how influential Boone is across borders. Boone was one of the most popular names on Spotify and Apple Music by the end of 2024. YouTube Music put him on their list of the top 10 global breakout acts and said that he had one of the fastest-growing fan bases on the site. Boone has had success with emotional pop, and he has also been nominated for awards in alternative music categories. This shows that he is interested in a wide range of musical styles. The simple song, Beautiful Things, that started on TikTok became the link between Benson Boone and the world's music market. More importantly, it was a clear turning point in his artistic development, strategy, and sense of who he is as a person. Boone was no longer a big deal after this song. He became a real pop artist as of that very moment. And he can be sure that even more exciting events are in store for him in 2025. Choices that stand out. Benson Boone played at Coachella in April 2025. Coachella is one of the biggest music events in the US and brings together artists from all over the world. It wasn't just a normal show, these were the first live performances of songs from his new record, American Heart. At the event, Benson played the title track, Young American Heart, on a stage that was only lit up in the background and had a piano. The most unexpected moment was when Brian May, the famous guitarist for Queen, came on stage to perform a new version of Bohemian Rhapsody with Boone. This collaboration wasn't mentioned ahead of time, so everyone was surprised, and it got immediate attention from media around the world. What people said later, though, was mixed. Others praised the effort to reimagine a classic work in a modern way, especially when done by a young artist. Others thought Boone's voice didn't quite fit with the spirit of the original. When asked about the comments after the event, Boone did not try to avoid it. He was honest when he said that working with Brian May was both a unique and important experience and a very important lesson in how to deal with public demands. He said that every musician has their own view on music and that being honest about how you feel during every show is the most important thing. Boone is slowly becoming more than just a singer with hit songs. His calm answer showed that he is becoming an artist with a clear point of view as well. He also made the official announcement that his second studio record, American Heart, will be out on June 20, 2025, at Coachella. This record changes both the style of music and the message of the art. The songs on American Heart are more general than the introspective ballad pop tone of Beautiful Things. They talk about things like youth, American cultural identity, doubts about ideals, and the clash between reality and promises. Boone told Rolling Stone in March that he worked on the album for almost 9 months, with recording sessions in cities from Los Angeles to Nashville. At this time, Benson Boone's image started to change in a big way as well. He said no to requests that were based on the market, like taking off his shirt during performances, which was something that some tour organizers recommended. He made it clear in a recent interview with Lost 40, "I don't want my body to be the main thing that drives my career. I want music to be the only thing that keeps people coming back," he said in public for the second time in 2025. This is an unusual stance in the entertainment business, but young people generally agree with it. In addition, Boone lives in a way that makes him different from many of his peers. He doesn't use drugs or drink booze. He tried coffee once but gave up on it because it didn't taste good. He has said in different talks that he is addicted to many things and stays away from things that could make him dependent on them. His main goal during long trips is to stay healthy, and he often drinks strawberry vanilla protein shakes to keep himself going. These seemingly small details help create the impression of an artist who is skilled, serious, and has a lot of self-discipline. Boone is seeing Maggie Thurman, who is a famous podcaster and TikTok content maker. They told everyone about their relationship in early 2024, but they have kept it quiet since then. In 2025, they didn't make many public outings together, they only told the media that they were dating. This quiet way of doing things is in line with Boone's long-term goal of not using his personal life to get attention, so music can stay the main focus. By the end of the Coachella season, Boone had made a big impact, both through his emotional performance and the way he handled his fame like an adult. He was very thoughtful and independent in his work, and it showed in every choice he made, from picking partners to going against market trends to keeping his private life safe. Benson has had an amazing journey, and this was the last step before the release of his new record and the continued growth of his world tour. By the year 2025, Benson Boone had been in the music business for a while. With the success of Beautiful Things and the growing buzz about his upcoming album American Heart, he joined the group of young singers who are known all over the world. As part of the Fireworks and Rollerblades World Tour, they had a very busy traveling schedule from the beginning of 2025 to the end of that year. Benson went to a lot of big cities in North America, Europe, and Australia on this trip. The American Family Insurance Amphitheater in Milwaukee on July 3, the Mad Cool Festival in Madrid on July 11, La Palua Berlin on July 12, and the Bourbon and Beyond Festival in Kentucky on September 11 were all important stops. All of the shows were said to be sold out, and many of the times sold out within hours of being made public. This showed that Benson's popularity went beyond internet platforms and was solidified on the live stage. During his shows, Benson stuck to an honest style of presentation, focusing on vocals and high-quality arrangements. He didn't use tricks or backup dancers to get people's attention. Instead, what made each night special was how well he could connect with the crowd on an emotional level. The fact that people in many countries sang every word to Beautiful Things, or Ghost Town, made it clear that he had a real effect, from the pauses between lyrics to the simple, honest interactions between the stage and the crowd. In 2025, Benson reached another important milestone when he received the Champion Award at the BMI Pop Awards. This award is given to singers who have made important contributions to popular music. This award isn't usually given to new acts, so it shows that Boone has been known in the business for a long time. He was also up for International Artist of the Year at the Brit Awards and Most Played International Work at the APA Awards in Australia. It wasn't a surprise that early reviews of American Heart showed that both reviewers and fans were very interested in the movie. The international press called Benson a unique young artist who manages to be both commercially successful and artistically deep. He stood out from many of his peers because he was able to keep up the level of his work even though he was on the road a lot. Still, the most important thing about this trip wasn't the money or awards. What made Benson stand out was that he had carved out a unique career path without using common tools like talent shows, entertainment media networks, or image-building routines. He has been committed to a self-directed career since he left American Idol. He writes his own songs, manages his image, chooses projects, and stays true to his beliefs even when the market pushes him to do otherwise. A lot of young artists have gotten caught in media traps, lost control, or depended on controversy to stay in the public eye. Benson, though, picked a different way to go. Less noise, slower, and with more thought. He didn't talk about private things, wouldn't use his relationship for material, and dealt with the backlash over his Coachella performance in a way that made it clear that he was making art on his own terms, not following short-lived trends. It has not been easy for Benson Boone on his path. After leaving American Idol, he was called a ticker-talk artist and had to show himself in the music business, which is very competitive. But all of those doubts have been put to rest by what he has done, from winning prestigious awards to building a strong fan group. Boone is now more than just the author of a hit song. He shows that an artist can be successful without giving up who they are. It's about a young man who turned down the chance to be on TV so that he could make his own way. One that was built on toughness and drive. What do you think about the path Benson Boone took? Write a comment to tell us what you think about this movie. Don't forget to join and turn on alerts to get the newest information.